Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I have a few things that I'm going to go over in this video. One is the fact that there was a call made to 911 from the family that took Josh in just the day after Josh moved in with them. Another thing I want to talk about is Josh's attorney. It looks like he really done his homework when trying to figure out the appropriate defense for him, because Josh's attorney actually specializes in this type of cases. And not only that, but he wins a lot of them as well. So we're going to go over that. But right now, I want to talk about the family that Josh is living with. Now, at the court hearing, the detention hearing, the lady, she said, we want to be able to help with God's help. I'm looking at it as we are here to help the family, help Josh and Anna, and we want to minister to them the best we can. My husband has made the decision, and I'm here to support that. So I've talked about this a little bit before already. At the hearing, they did interview the people that Josh went to live with. It was very clear that the woman was uncomfortable. And she did tell that to the probation officer that done this interview with them beforehand. She did say she had some concerns, and I would imagine that she did. Now, it says here that a 911 call was made from their home in Arkansas on May 7th. That's just one day after Josh was released from jail and placed under the couple's supervision. According to the Arkansas Sheriff's Office, the call was made at 10:30 p.m. to report a trespassing in progress at their home. The caller, who asked to remain anonymous, said the family no longer feels safe. So apparently earlier sometime they had seen a vehicle in the driveway. They asked the person to leave. However, the person eventually returned later that night. So obviously that spooked them. Why do you think this person is hanging out in their driveway? Came twice, earlier in the day. They were asked to leave and then comes back around 10:30 at night. Clearly the family has a reason to be concerned about their safety. I mean, they have their daughter living with them as well, who is, I think they say she's 22. So of course they have concerns. And now that it's actually reported that people has been lingering around there, showing up at night, sitting in the driveway, it's no wonder that Jim Bob feels like he needs to do something to help the family, to build this fence to hopefully try to keep people out. So that's that. That's kind of what I wanted to talk about, that there was already just the day, you guys, just one day after Josh was living with them, they have people on their property that they're having to tell, leave. And it gets to the point to where they're so worried because this person returns that they call 911. And of course, they asked to remain anonymous because they didn't want to start a whole stink. They don't want to get a lot of media attention that this was happening, but it's out there that they did put in this call. Now, something else that I wanted to talk to you guys about is the attorney that Josh hired. It looks like he done his homework on this. His attorney is a high-profile lawyer who specializes in these types of cases. Also, he was formerly a federal prosecutor, so he knows what kind of tactics Josh is up against, and he has actually bragged about his acquittals and his wins as a lawyer. So his name is Justin Gelfand. He put in a motion back on April 30th to practice in Arkansas through Zoom, so he don't ever have to show up. He can just be there through Zoom. The court approved that, and he was there the day that they had the first hearing, the detention hearing. I remember this, you guys, because when we first logged on, different pictures kept popping up of different people. His picture popped up, and it wasn't his picture, it was actually his video. So the videos would pop up of different people, right? The video of him popped up, and he was actually kind of digging his nose a little bit, and I was like, oh I was like, dude, stop. Like, we can all see you, stop. I don't think he ever recognized, but after a minute he stopped. But and it was after that I realized who he was, you know, because I didn't know who he was at first. I was just like, oh my God, there's this dude in a suit here, and his picture just popped up, or his video just popped up, and he is up in his nose, like messing with his nose. Like, boy, you need to stop. Look at the camera. Like, look at your video so you can see that, like, we're all watching you. But anyways, yes, that is Justin Gelfand. He is Josh's attorney, and he is based in Missouri. According to his website, he has extensive experience in high-stakes litigation. He has tried several high-profile cases, which means the Duggar family likely did his research. They found someone that literally specializes in this. As a former prosecutor, this isn't anything new to him. He will know how to handle this. It says here that some of the cases mentioned on his website that he has won include a complete acquittal of a Missouri man in a Missouri sex crimes jury trial, and his persuasion of the Missouri prosecutors to not prosecute a man accused of sex crimes against a child. So one of the things on his site literally talk about how he got an acquittal for a man that was accused of sex crimes against a child. Talks about another case where he got an acquittal on this one as well, and this one was actually sex trafficking. So someone was accused of sex trafficking, and the person was actually facing possible life in prison. Yeah, so it says here the most serious counts, those carrying mandatory minimums of decades in prison and maximum of life in prison. And yeah, that one was acquitted. So it seems like this guy knows what he's doing. He's not new to this. A lot of people have wondered. I've noticed that people have commented this, like Jim Bob's paying for this. This is coming out of Jim Bob's pocket, and TLC pays him. So essentially, TLC is footing the bill for Josh Duggar's defense, right? And that could be possible. At this point, we don't know. We don't know who is footing the bill for this, but I'm going to say that it's pretty expensive unless he took this case pro bono, which maybe could be possible because it is a high-profile case. A lot of people's attention is going to be on this case, so that's possible. But if not, someone's going to be shelling out a lot of money for this attorney. Yeah, so it also kind of worries me. Like, if we know that this man has gotten people off with, which maybe they were innocent, you know, maybe it was like the few that were innocent, and I don't know. However, we already know that one of the things that he is going to bring up is the fact that they did not have a warrant when they were first searching through Josh's files. I think that's what it was at the hearing, he asked, did you have a warrant for that initial search of Josh's files? And they said no. So there's something like that that's going to be brought up, and I don't really know where we could go from there if they decide that they should have had a warrant for that. Not sure, you guys, but I'm going to be keeping up with it. I don't know. I don't really know how this trial is going to go. I don't know if it'll be open to the public. I feel like it's not going to. However, I will be keeping up with it the second information comes out. If it's not open to the public, I will be on it like white on rice, and I will bring that information to you guys. So if you are interested in keeping up with that, make sure you subscribe to this channel if you have not already. Give this video a thumbs up, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye, everyone.